Then there are some challenges also. This is our field office at a height of 15,000 feet. That's where we don't go there and come back. We stay there. And at this time of the year, early morning, if you enter your kitchen, it will be like this. These are the challenges. This is basically the tray which has all the waste waters of last evening. So these are the few challenges also when you live there. But slowly and slowly, as I said, we live with the nomads. So when you start living with them, it looks that it's just a normal way of life. And then at this altitude, not only you but your vehicle also needs a lot of care. All those people who are there in a minus temperature, and sometimes every hour you have to wake up in the night and start the vehicle so that it doesn't freezes. So these are the challenges, but we love it, and we really enjoy. I and my team are really enjoying traveling across Himalayas. Then these are the few things I would like to share, that how we are very closely associated with the local communities, and there are many case studies, reports on this where WWF is working with these communities. There was a lot of mention about armed forces, and I must say that without seeing the Himalayan region, the politics was also talked about this morning. There's a huge presence, and if you will do any conservation of initiative, and if you want to implement any conservation initiative without army, it will not work. And even for our research, I think we are thankful to Indian Army, ITBP also, because had this infrastructure not been there, it wouldn't have been possible. And all these years, I have also developed very close relationship with very senior army generals also, because they have helped us. And then again, with these type of workshops, sometimes it's just 2 days workshops. There you get all the top military guys and try to work that how Indian Army can work in the conservation of Trans-Himalayas. And that's how this Army and WWF connection slowly and slowly it has evolved, and it has been institutionalized. I'm proud to say that on one workshop here in 2000, this the GOC of 14 corps in Leh, he happily comes as a chief guest and says, "This is the Nature Club of India membership card I got when I was a student." So I felt so proud that the organization with which I'm working, those are the things with which I have also been benefited. And then these Jawans posted in remotest locations, 4,500 meters above sea level, and they are stationed there all through the year. And one day there was this DIG ITBP, he also took me for some lectures because he was going in remote locations. I delivered lecture about wetlands, birds, and how important Army's role is. Then suddenly one Jawan stands up and DIG says, "Anybody wants to ask question to Pankaj?" He says, "Sir, 6 महीने से घर से चिट्ठी नहीं आया मेरा." So you see these people who he was in his own world, and these are also some important aspects, I think, which you learn, that he hasn't received a letter from 6 months from his family. And then this is, I'm talking about somewhere about 2003 or 4, when still communication was not that good. They were not getting. So these are the difficulties these people, and then trying to involve them. And then I talk with them that when you go back to Kerala or some other, talk to your kids that you were located in a place where cranes and goose are there. So that's how you get their involvement into the conservation process. And in any Indian bureaucratic's office, you go and it says he joined this date, and next office, his names are there. In many areas of Himalayas, what we have done with the ITBP is boards like this, which says that these many number of birds, these species this year breeded here. So these type of things by which we have been able to involve armed forces, and which is very, very, because without them working in the Himalayas is almost impossible.